Hey everybody, it's just Kina here, and I'm going to share my first life story with you guys. And as you can tell by the title, this is about me being a single mother. I became a single mother in the year 2007 at the age of 21 years old. So I just gave you my age. And so back then we had YouTube, but not like it is now where we have all these podcasts and vlogs where people share their life stories. So it was a pretty big deal for me, pretty traumatic experience for me to be a single mom. It was not expected. It actually, it was completely a blindsided situation. So being that this is part 1 of 3, okay, because I don't want to keep my videos too long and I want to be straight to a specific point. Now, single moms, we always think that a single mom is a single mom because she's ignorant, she doesn't know how to choose a partner, or her upbringing, she didn't have a father, things like that. There are so many circumstances, right, for becoming a single mom, and no matter what they are, I have compassion for each and every one of them, because at the age of 20, when I got pregnant, there was a lot of things I didn't know and understand, and I wasn't actually a good partner picker myself, and I was living for the moment, thinking that this was going to be the person that I was going to spend the rest of my life with, and for good reason. We had a great relationship, but you know, things didn't turn out the way that I expected them to. As far as my upbringing, I grew up with both of my parents. My parents did divorce, but when I was maybe 11 or 13. So my dad raised me from the age of 11 on up until I went away from college, for college. And I got pregnant in college, okay? Family Rattler here. Hey. So I had great parents. I'm a daddy's girl. I have a great father. My father was a provider, a sole provider, and he raised me and my brother through our teenage years, and he put us through church. He gave me my spiritual foundation, which was the best thing I could ever have in this life, is a spiritual foundation. I probably wouldn't be here in front of you guys without that spiritual foundation. So I had a great childhood, healthy, better than most people probably would be able to say. So let's just, eliminate that, out of a reason why a woman would become a single mom. And my daughter's father became mentally ill by the time she was born. And perhaps, looking back at the situation, maybe he was already showing signs before, but me announcing the pregnancy triggered him, and it made the mental illness progress faster. And I don't have anybody close to me who suffered from mental illness the way he does, so I didn't really know what it looked like. I didn't really know or understand his struggle, because when she was born, I accused him of wanting to abandon me and not just wanting to be there, but he really was sick. So me knowing for sure I was gonna come back to Miami, have my baby, and take her and myself back to college in Tallahassee, Florida, and we were gonna be a family, we were gonna be together. Me and my daughter's father were spiritually aligned, we were tight, we were good. But it didn't happen that way. When I had to come home to have my daughter, he was actually getting worse, progressively worse, in Tallahassee, and had to be taken by his family back to Chicago, where he's from. So I became a single mom, not by choice. And like I said, I was in denial and angry for years, okay? Angry for years, because not only did my daughter look exactly like him, okay, like I had no part in creating her, but it was like looking at his face every time I saw her, and I'm like, this was a person I lived with, this is a person I woke up to every day, this is a person I shared my life with, my spirituality, and he's gone. It was like grieving a death, okay? When a person's out of your life abruptly, whether it's physically dead or mentally ill or a breakup or an abandonment, whatever you call it. It is like grieving a death. So it took me about 3 years to actually come to terms with the fact that he was really sick. And from there, that's where, I moved on and started living my life again. But yeah, that's part 1. So I'm going to discuss part 2 in just a sec.